Happening tonight, we're just a few hours away from concerts on the square, and after some rain moved through this afternoon, the sun has now returned, making for a beautiful evening in downtown Madison. That's where we find meteorologist Jacob Madison right now, and he joins us with his latest forecast. Jacob?
Yeah, right now it is a little warm, but not too bad, and there's a lot of areas of shade here. So overall, we got a very nice night, and that's saying a lot considering what we're going to see the next 2 days. We actually have an alert day in effect for Friday due to severe weather. This is for all of southern Wisconsin. We can see gusty hail, heavy rainfall, along with some hail. Now, if we take a look at the timing, it will be early and late Friday, so we do have a couple of rounds of possible severe weather by the time we get to Friday. But if we look at the current temperatures right now, not too bad at all. You know, it is a little bit warm, especially in the sun, but 84, northwest wind at 7 miles per hour. A lot of places are in the 80s, with some areas sticking in the 70s. The rainfall this morning really helped keep those temperatures down, and if we look at the current radar, we are seeing nothing of it. But I first want to point out we are dealing with, or we do have a heat advisory in effect tomorrow. This is from noon until 8 p.m. for Dane County and places to the west. We could see heat index values up to 100 degrees. But as I mentioned, right now, we are pretty much seeing nothing on radar, and that's definitely some good news considering what we had earlier. As we look at the rainfall accumulation from earlier, some places did see up to 2 inches of rainfall. So we did see a good amount of rainfall, but right now, like I mentioned, very nice. And throughout the evening, we are going to remain in the 80s to upper 70s with partly cloudy skies. I'll talk more in detail about just how hot it will get tomorrow and the severe weather risk for Friday. All those details will be coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, Jacob, thanks. Now, high winds and heavy rainfall from today's severe thunderstorms left behind noticeable damage in Rock County. Catherine Merck shows us some of the impact of that severe weather.
This was at home on Concord Street in Janesville. Looked like today after a large tree fell during one of the storms. You can see large branches going inside the house in this video here. A neighbor told us that he heard a large crack sound and then came out to see his neighbor's home looking like this.
The wife said, "Hey, the tree came down next door." So I went out there to on my back porch, and holy mackerel, yeah, went right through the roof.
The building director within the Janesville Public Works Department told News 3 Now that crews were on the scene checking out the house today to see if it's still inhabitable. Our team also saw a lot of trees down in the Evansville area. If you have any photos of the damage, make sure to send them to tips@channel3000.com.
We are learning new details about the deaths of 3 Marines in North Carolina, one of whom was from the Madison area. Autopsy results determined the 3 men died from carbon monoxide poisoning. 19-year-old Marine Corps Lance Corporal Tanner Kaltenberg and 2 others were found dead inside a vehicle in Hampstead, North Carolina Sunday. Kaltenberg graduated from Verona Area High School and had been on active duty service since May of 2021. New at 5, cash bond set at $250,000 for an 18-year-old man in connection to a shooting on the south side of Madison over the weekend. Philip Walker Jr. made his initial appearance in a Dane County courtroom today. He's facing attempted homicide and reckless endangerment of safety charges. That shooting happened Sunday night in the 2900 block of Coho Street. Another 18-year-old was hospitalized but is expected to survive. Walker will be back in court August 8th. Officials are investigating a house fire that happened in Beloit early this morning. Fire crews were called to the 800 block of Wisconsin Avenue around 4:30. Flames could be seen coming from the roof. The attic and second floor of the home were heavily damaged. Residents were able to get out safely. The Red Cross now helping some of those who were displaced. A plea deal between the Department of Justice and Hunter Biden fell through today. Skylar Henry now with the latest in that investigation.
Hunter Biden walked into the federal courthouse planning to accept a plea deal, but after a tense 3-hour hearing, the agreement fell apart, drawing this response from the president and first lady.
They love their son, and they support him as he continues to rebuild his life.
The president's son instead pleaded not guilty to 2 tax charges after the judge said she would not rubber stamp the deal and had serious concerns.
She kicked the tires on this deal and at the end of the day said, "Look, I just can't approve this."
The deal started unraveling over questions about its scope. Biden's team said it protected him against future prosecutions, an apparent misunderstanding.
The prosecution was abundantly clear at this hearing that this was not intended to be a global agreement. The defense believed it was.
Hunter Biden had also planned to admit to possession of a gun as a drug user, committing to a diversion plan that would have required him to remain drug-free to avoid prison time. House Republicans had criticized the agreement as a sweetheart deal and promised to continue their investigations, including scrutiny of the president.
I'm investigating Joe Biden. We've always investigated Joe Biden. I know the media calls it the Hunter Biden investigation, but it's the Joe Biden investigation.
After the deal unraveled, the judge gave the two sides 2 weeks to address her concerns and said she will then reach a decision on whether to accept or reject their agreement. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
The federal prosecutor who led the investigations into Hunter Biden, a Trump appointee, said he found nothing to implicate President Biden. Irish singer Sinead O'Connor has died at the age of 56. O'Connor's first album came out back in 1987, but it was her sophomore album, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, that made her a world-famous singer. Her rendition of the Prince song Nothing Compares to You was a massive hit, rocketing to #1 back in 1990. The song was nominated for multiple Grammys and won both MTV Video of the Year and Best Video by a female artist. Now, over the years, O'Connor was embroiled in some controversy, once ripping up a photo of the Pope on Saturday Night Live. O'Connor, who was open about her struggles with addiction and mental health, is survived by her 3 children. Frightening moments in New York this morning after a construction crane caught fire and then toppled 45 stories down to the street. Take a look. The fire broke out just before 7:30 in Midtown Manhattan. Social media video captured the dramatic scene when the crane's boom came down, smashing into a building across the street. 11 people were injured, including 2 firefighters. All of those injuries are said to be non-life-threatening.
Why we're so lucky is not only the boom falling to the street, but all of that concrete could have struck civilians, and this has spread out throughout the area here. So we were extremely lucky.
Officials say the crane was lifting 16 tons of concrete when the fire started. Crews are investigating exactly what caused the fire. An historic hearing on Capitol Hill today. A House Oversight and Accountability Subcommittee heard from 3 witnesses who claim to have come in contact with UFOs. Lawmakers are digging into the national security concerns and the mystery posed by unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPS, also known as UFOs. A whistleblower who formerly worked on the Defense Department's UAP task force claims he was denied access to information on a government UFO crash retrieval program, something the Pentagon disputes.
Biologics came with some of these recoveries.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to.
Federal lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are demanding more transparency from the U.S. Department of Defense. A recent report revealed the government is investigating more than 650 potential sightings. Actor Kevin Spacey has been found not guilty of all charges after a 4-week trial in London. The jury acquitted him on 7 counts of sexual assault and 2 counts of other serious sexual offenses. During the trial, the prosecutor told jurors Spacey was a, quote, sexual bully. Spacey said he was humbled by the jury's decision to clear him on the charges. A salmonella outbreak has sickened at least 16 people across 4 states in the Northeast. The CDC says at least 6 people had to be hospitalized. The source of the outbreak has not been located. No recalls have been issued as of yet. People infected with salmonella often suffer stomach problems and fevers, but usually recover within a week. But it can pose a more serious threat to children and older adults. Salmonella germs die when the meat's internal temperature reaches 160 degrees. Well, even if it feels like summer just started, the football season is almost here. And today, the Packers opened training camp and did it, of course, with a new quarterback under center. Our Andrew Banstra was at Lambeau and talked to Jordan Love about taking over from Aaron Rodgers.
The Packers opened up training camp today and did it without Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre for the first time in 3 decades. It had a real different feel to it, but one thing was clear. Love is in the air. 3 years after they drafted him, Jordan Love is finally taking the mantle as Green Bay's QB1. It's a day he's dreamed about his whole entire life. But right now, Love knows there's work to be done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of responsibility that comes with the position. So it's not like it's anything new. It's not like I'm a rookie coming in trying to learn things. I've been here. So it's just entering in that new role, obviously get more reps of practice, more eyes on you, things like that. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing for me as what I've been doing.
And in case you're keeping track, we're just 46 days away from the Packers season opener. At 6, sports director Zach Handley will have much more about Jordan Love's debut.
And concerts on the Square happening tonight in downtown Madison. Chris Stanford joins us now with a preview. Chris?
Hey there, Eric. Hey, we're here with the maestro of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, Andrew Sewell. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for having us.
It's turned into a wonderful evening for music, hasn't it? Were you a little nervous this morning when we saw the storms come through?
Well, as far as this season is concerned, this is nothing. No, actually, previously it's been pretty more stressful. This was fine because we knew it was going to dry up in the afternoon.
Right, and it is. It's just a touch warm, a little bit of a breeze. The grounds are not wet hardly at all, and the conditions are perfect for a night of music. Speaking of the season, this is the second to last night of concert. Can you believe the season has gone this fast?
It does go quickly.
Yeah. So the theme tonight, Millennial Mixtape.
Yeah.
Some pops you call it. I was talking to Andrew off camera before, and he goes, oh yes, pops the pops. And this is not so much different, you were telling me, as far as your approach goes from any other night of concerts on the square.
Yeah, I think that it's generally in classical circles, you think, well, classical music is kind of highbrow, hoity-toity, but you know, the fact is that no matter what music you're playing, you're still going for ensemble, good intonation, all of the normal things that you would do. It just because it's, I mean, good music is good music no matter what style or genre it is. So we put everything into this concert just like we do any other concert. And so we've had a good rehearsal on Monday. The band comes in tonight and last night, and then tonight we're going to have a full throttle. So it's going to be a great night.
What tracks, what songs stick out to you for what you think people are going to enjoy the most tonight?
Well, the opening one, Coldplay, Clocks, I just think that's a great way to get in the groove.
It is.
And then the last one, Justin Timberlake's piece. And then in between we've got Skyfall, Adele, and some other Bruno Mars, some great charts. This is actually a really interesting mix for me because a lot of times when Genes of Classics have come in the past, we've done like the Eagles or Journey or, you know, something very familiar. But this is a really quite a cool group of songs that have all been put together by Genes and Classics.
Who picks these?
The band, and they've done these arrangements, and they've got over 50 different programs as like this, a 2-hour program that they can put together at any moment. So I've done at least 9 or 10 shows with these guys. They're very professional. They come down from Canada, and we have a great night.
Okay, so we got off to kind of a rocky start this season for Concerts on the Square. It's still your 40th anniversary for Concerts on the Square, and you're asking folks at home to donate $40 to help keep Concerts on the Square going so we can keep this wonderful Madison staple going for years to come.
That would be very generous, and we really appreciate all the support that your TV station gives us, and shout outs to everybody. We love working with Channel 3 and the WCO. And yes, $40 for 40 years is a good way to start. So thank you so much.
I got to ask you one more question. How's your tuba section? Do you have a tuba section?
We do, and that is Tom Curry. He's the UW professor. Why, are you looking for a job?
If you zoom in on this, Jim, would you? This is my medal from 1997 for State Solo Ensemble.
Wow.
For playing the tuba.
Well, I'll have to introduce you then. Fabulous.
So if anything happens to your tuba players
all right,
tonight,
we've got one in the wings.
You know who to go to.
Well, you're certainly the right size to be able to carry a tuba. Look at you.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Well, here's to a great night, and best of luck to you. We know you're going to blow everybody away. Okay. Andrew, great to see you always.
Thank you very much, Chris.
All right. Eric, we'll send it back to you.
All right, and again, tonight's concert series is a millennial mixtape. That's my jam. Stanford will not be playing the tuba, thankfully. A Madison favorite, Genes and Classics, returns to the stage. A WCO twist on the music of today's artists. Adele, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and much more. We should note there is just one more concert on the Square to come this summer. Journey Through Time happens next week. You can also find more information at channel3000.com. And next at 5, we'll head back to the Capitol Square. Jacob's complete forecast and how the latest box office hits could ring in a new era for movie theaters, the future of cinema after the break. And later on, News 3 now at 6, why you might want to watch your speed driving through Dane County tonight. We'll have that story next hour. And mixed numbers on Wall Street in midweek trading. The Dow up more than 82 points. The Nasdaq falls more than 17. The S&P down less than a point. We'll be right back.
Your child's eyes are a crucial part of their learning. Get a clear picture of their eye health and vision changes from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Visit Shopko Optical to ensure your child is seeing and learning how they are supposed to.
Ryder Chips, just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy. Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows ends Monday. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more.
I know it's up for me.
And bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Coming up, the post-Aaron Rodgers era has begun. Sports director Zach Hanley reports from day one of Packers training camp. We'll see how quarterback Jordan Love is handling his new role. That's tonight at 6.
A season of drought leading to raging wildfire that just can't seem to end.
A large fire in July like that is unusual.
News 3 Now takes you beyond the barometer for a deep dive into the longer than normal fire season and its impact here. Thursday at 6.
We have an alert day in effect for Friday. This is for severe weather. We could have a round of severe weather both early in the day and late in the day. And the biggest threat will be gusty winds, hail, as well as some heavy rainfall. Now, the 3 things you need to know: it is going to be hot tomorrow. That is going to be the peak of the heat this week. We also could see some foggy weather in the morning before the heat. And as I mentioned, we do have a chance for some severe weather on Friday. We also have a slight chance of some storms on Saturday, but Friday will be the bulk of the rainfall. Excuse me. Now, looking at the current temperatures, these are the temperatures for tomorrow. We are going to see pretty hot temperatures, as I already mentioned. Highs will be in the mid to upper 90s. Some places may see the actual temperatures get to 100, but for the most part, we are going to see temperatures stay in the 90s, but those heat index values will likely get up to 100 at times, and we're going to be in the extreme caution level, the 90-degree to 105-degree heat index. Heat-related illnesses are possible. It is also possible we could sneak into the danger category, which is level 3 out of 4. We're not expected to get into the extreme danger, but definitely just prepare for the heat tomorrow. Drink plenty of water, take breaks from the heat if you have any outdoor plans. This will likely be the hottest temperatures of the year, at least so far. Hopefully we don't get as hot as we will tomorrow for the rest of the summer. Current radar, very clear. We did have a lot of rainfall earlier, but right now we aren't seeing any. But here's the severe weather outlook for Friday. There is a wide area of between southern Wisconsin, northern Iowa, and northern Illinois that is under slight risk. This could get upgraded to an enhanced risk. We'll have to see how things progress over the next 24 to 36 hours. But the severe weather risk will be there on Friday. So looking at Futurecast, we could see a small chance of rain Thursday night, but really the first round of rain won't enter our area until Friday morning, where we could see some good amount of rainfall along with some severe weather. It looks like we'll get a break in the middle of the day, and then another round of possible storms will enter our area later in the day. So as I mentioned, this is going to be a 2-round severe weather day, which is why we issued the alert day. And heavy rain is possible. I wouldn't even count out some localized flooding. That's how heavy the rain will be. But it looks like it will clear out late Friday into early Saturday. As far as precipitation goes, we could see a lot. Now, some of the numbers that we might be seeing on the precipitation forecast could be a little bit of an overestimate, but I definitely think that over an inch is possible, possibly up to 2 inches or more. So we're going to get some much needed rainfall on top of the severe weather. So there is some good news. You know, obviously severe weather is never good, but we definitely could use the rainfall. After the rain, we are going to see temperatures cool off quite a bit. Lower 80s for the weekend. And for the most part next week, we do have some slight chances of rain as well as a chance for temperatures to get into the mid to upper 80s. But we're not going to get as hot as we are the next couple of days. Next week, expect dry temperatures and near average temperatures.
Jacob, thank you. The dual release of Barbie and Oppenheimer last weekend is shattering attendance records. The opening weekend raked in the 4th highest box office haul of all time before inflation, grossing over $311 million domestically. But is it what cinema needs to get audiences to stay in theaters rather than on the couch? Our Brianna Bilak reports.
Oh, I absolutely did the Barbenheimer weekend.
Barbenheimer has been the best weekend for movies since the pandemic started. CEO of Marcus Corporation's Greg Marcus says it's getting so much hype because it created a cultural event.
This one captured the zeitgeist in a way that it doesn't happen. That's lightning in a bottle. It does just happen sometimes, and it's that what theatrical allows for. It's not the only thing that theatrical is good for, but it's a piece of what it does.
He says the movies, especially ones like Barbie, build on the closeness of a theater to create a community feeling to bring in the crowds.
That's what going to the movies is about. It's about making memories and relationships, and that's what humans do. And so that Barbie spoke to that in a way that I thought was important.
But he says big events like this aren't the only thing cinema needs to reach success. It's the consistency that matters.
What we need in the movie business is a more consistent flow of product. And frankly, we're getting enough of the big stuff. Everyone's all into this. Well, it's all about the big event. Actually, what's more important to us is more of the mid-size films.
The more people remember that feeling of community in the theaters, the brighter the future of cinema.
I think it's just so much more of an experience being able to see it on a huge screen with everybody else in the theater hype and dressed up, and it just makes it more special in my memories and in our minds, I think, and being part of the culture event.
In Madison, Brianna Bilak, News 3 Now.
So if you're looking to see the spunky pink comedy or the dark brooding biopic this weekend, get your tickets now because seats are already filling up. Coming up, interest rates on the rise again, how the move is helping shoppers but hurting borrowers. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Start your next project at Menards and save 11% on everything. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out, building the highest quality doors at the best price. Design your door your way using our door designer. Menards offers fast delivery and customized doors, or choose from our great selection of in-stock doors. Ready to take home today. Pick up this 6-panel interior door system for $99.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. and I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. That's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Last month, the Federal Reserve decided to leave interest rates alone, but a new month brings a new decision, and rates are rising again. Bradley Blackburn tells us why.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says inflation is improving, but not enough.
The committee raised the target range for the federal funds rate by a quarter percentage point, bringing the target range to 5.25% to 5.5%.
The decision brings the benchmark rate to a 22-year high. And as rates have gone up, inflation has been falling and is now at 3%. According to the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, items like appliances, TVs, and other electronics are actually dropping in price. But necessities like rent, electricity, and food continue to move higher.
Fed officials would like to see all the components of the CPI and other inflation measures, that all components are moving lower.
The Fed's actions are easing inflation, but making it more expensive to borrow money. The average rate for a used car loan is 11%. Credit cards are close to record highs at 20.5%. And mortgage rates are near 7%, up from 5.5% a year ago. The question now, will those rates go higher? The Fed meets again in September.
I would say it is certainly possible that we would raise funds again at the September meeting if the data warranted. And I would also say it's possible that we would choose to hold steady at that meeting.
The Fed will consider economic conditions and, of course, inflation, which the Fed wants to see come down to 2%. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Montclair, New Jersey.
And we're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, my wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were little, just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Try it this summer for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
We've got a lot of news coming up. The demand for answers from the Pentagon, the testimony on Capitol Hill today over possible UFO sightings, why some lawmakers are accusing the government of hiding information. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
We got Greg joining us now. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we got fog tonight. It's definitely going to be probably the muggiest night we've had in quite a while. Hot tomorrow. We have the heat index going up to about 100. Thunderstorms coming probably Thursday night through Saturday, and we do have some severe threat. There's your heat advisory, 100 to 105, maybe in some areas, and then alert day is for the severe weather. We could have multiple rounds of thunderstorms Friday. Heavy rainfall is always a potential this time of the year, too. Something to keep an eye on for your Friday activities Friday night. The good thing is the weekend looks fresher, and the temperatures actually look pretty much at seasonal levels.
All right, we'll be back in 30 minutes with News 3 now at 6. CBS Evening News is up next.